Oh, God.
I mean, they thought I was some uncle, and I'm like, you thought that of me? Oh, Lord, I'm trying to blend in.
I'm telling you, it's as fluid as what we call the zodiac. As soon as somebody say, and this see beautiful, a nice segue into reminding the audience what this podcast, a big part of what this podcast is about. Something I've been telling myself for some time now is as soon as I say something is that and will always be that, I have lost a very valid and important aspect of life itself. Okie doke. Well, let's get it started here. I'll do the whole intro thing and everything just for the sake of the show. I'm gonna be doing most of the editing after this and everything. It's just putting the conversation together with the music and stuff. But anyways, episode 5, I believe we are here with a very special guest, a good friend of mine that I've known for.
It's probably like 2014, maybe. Around that time.
Around there.
Like 8-9 years.
Almost a decade.
A long time.
Well, could you introduce yourself? Name, age, place of birth, if you feel like it. I know it's a lot of personal information. This is an interview. Safety is important. And a random fact about yourself.
My name is Jeremy. Your first name or last name, or the first name?
Yeah, either one. Just first name's fine.
I'm Jeremy. I am a 9-year resident of the Bay Area now. I moved here from the South, which encompasses a lot of places. I was born in Tennessee, raised in Georgia, and educated post-educated in Florida. Went to college, and shortly after I moved to the Bay Area. I just turned 37 last month. I'm actually a month and a day from 37. And one random fact about me, I watch college football religiously every Saturday. It's Southern tradition, seemingly. Well, that's just what we do from the South. We take football very seriously.
Gotcha.
That's me in a nutshell.
Cool. And that's actually, interestingly enough, just with the progress that I made with just conversations I've had with myself leading up to this, with the podcast. I've noticed, actually, well, I've been noticed, but your Instagram is just full of a lot of different stuff. There's a lot of college football stuff.
Yeah. We don't play about our football. And I do have cousins that are in minor leagues, major leagues, so but yeah, we were born and raised on the gridiron. Every Friday, Saturday, it's either a football game or a basketball game. My father's uncles, they played football, championship winning football teams in Tennessee. I played basketball. My sport was band. I was a musician. That was my sport. But yeah, we were outside of these games, man. Cousins played intramural sports, like every sport that, like Olympics, AAU basketball, football, track, all of the things. And I was right there, being a cheerleader and a tag-along cousin. Watch it until I ventured out to the world of music and joined the marching band.
But you were still in it with the marching band, though.
Every Friday until college, and then even outside of marching band, I'm just going to the game every week.
Oh yeah. I seen Drumline.
No, it's way deeper. It's so
Of
deeper.
course, of course, of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no disrespect to the people that put that film together, but yeah, it's of course
Actually,
most
that's
definitely
really funny
deeper.
because I just showed my coworkers drumline just yesterday at the clinic, and people are out here always stunned when I showed them their culture. It's like something that was they've really never seen it before in their life.
Hmm. Hmm.
And it was a specific routine that I remember. I said, I'm going to show you guys this routine. They're like, you remember that? I'm like, yeah. There's some things you just would never forget, you know?
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah, most definitely. Are you kidding me? Especially when it comes to art and music and sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be there. Awesome, 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 awesome. See, these are the conversations that I want to bring to the surface in the forefront with my audience and people that are getting to know me, things like that, because it's a part of things that you enjoy, things that you love,
Man.
and things that you're passionate about, and that's a
The
big part.
fabric of me.
Exactly, and that's like if that's what makes you happy, and it helps you to build and keep your peace and your sanity and connect with your with a healthy past, and a beautiful present for a remarkable future. Then that's what's going to do it. That's what I want to highlight, and talk about. So
Mhm.
that's awesome. That's awesome. Football, 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 football. Awesome. Okay. Well, I'm gonna move on to some of the questions I have. Uh,
Shoot.
can you talk about when we met? I could talk about it, but my voice has been on all of these episodes and will continue to be on them. Do you feel like do you remember when we met? We talked
I
about.
was going to ask you that. Do you remember? 'Cause I remember.
um. Okay, I just remembered as if it wasn't there in my head. It was at Magnolia Wellness, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
My
Yep. Yep.
first job was at the dispensary. I was a legal drug dealer. And to this day, my parents was like, yeah, you really were. Like, they're so supportive. But yeah, I was a bartender. This was 2013, the summer, and one day I wasn't at work, and Royce had came in, and I wasn't there. And my coworker, he told me the next day. He told me this story, and I'll share it with you to this day. I still share it with you because it's so fucking funny. My coworker Alex, he came to work the next day. He was like, "Dude, he's from Texas, tall white boy, long hair. Dude, you have a twin." I'm like, Alex, who are you talking about? No, it looks like me. He was like, no, he looks just like you because I went in to hug him, but then I jumped back because it wasn't you. I was like, hold on. Who is this person? Because you don't just be going around hugging everybody. And like, I think he told me that morning or something, and that next day, it was the next day or the day after that. Here comes Royce. I was like, him. This is him. This is your twin. And yeah, that was all she wrote. Here we are today, still kicking.
Still kicking. Cool, 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 cool. Okay, okay. Magnolia Wellness, West Oakland,
Yeah,
2013. Okay.
that place is closed now.
Yeah, yeah. So
I,
so I've seen, and
I didn't even know it was closed.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's oof. In that essence, a lot of things have closed. A lot have changed. A lot of things have
Mhm.
changed out there.
Mhm.
Yep. Oakland is definitely different. Yep. Most definitely. Um. Next question. Most fond of or most profound memory together? I have to think about that one, huh?
Yeah, a lot of them. Specifically with you, or just like since I've known you.
Oh, specifically with me.
Okay. Um, I'll say I kind of spit it at the compound. Like just your housemates were just all amazing in their own way. And I actually saw one. I'll tell you off the podcast. But I actually saw one probably like 2 months ago.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember me because I didn't get the chance to talk to him. But I saw him. He came to my place of work, and I was like, that's him. I have to tell you, but just meeting those people, seeing all walks of life, and all these people, or so many people in the house, but it worked
Mm-hmm.
strangely until it didn't. But
Mm. Like
the
everything.
steam room, oh my god, the steam room, just the steam room,
Ooh, I've been there every day almost.
man. But yeah, just our time spent at that place. I remember probably one of the last nights. Well, it was during the daytime. The last days I spent there, you were making music, and I was sitting there rolling, rolling the weed, and you were just on the keyboard, we were just talking, and all these people just came up. I don't know where these people came from, but they were musicians as well, and it was just the session begun, like it truly began. Like yeah, I love this place. But yeah, this our spirit. What was it called? Anastasia, Anastasia,
Fantasia.
Anastasia. Yeah, her, Fantasia.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was an experience. It was definitely an experience. Just
actually, I'm gonna send you a picture I have of we were tripping. I don't know on what, but I remember I took this picture, and if you see the picture, you'll probably remember. I was in Rush's house when I took this picture. I'll send it to you. I have to
yes.
like, go through the archives to find it. But I was just going through my pictures actually last week, and I was like, I remember this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
send me that. Send
that
me
place was
that.
magical. That place was magical.
Yeah, most it I've come to learn to appreciate places that have full spectrums going on, not
Yeah,
necessarily just extremes one way or the other, but full spectrums because it's yeah, it'll teach you the full spectrum of life in a lot of ways.
it opened me up to so many people I would never have come in contact with outside of that place.
Mhm. Mhm.
And
Uh,
then it opened me up when I left, and it opened me up to everybody else that I met.
mhm. Mhm.
That's what it really. That's what it opened, grounded me in that way. Is just meeting people like that who reminded me of people from home. Like we're from all walks of life, and we're hospitable and
Mhm.
nice, and we
Mhm.
have great snacks. You guys had a wall of snacks. That was my favorite part.
Ah, jeez Louise. Jeez Louise.
Healthy snacks. Well,
Yep.
most of it.
Yep. Yep, yep, yep. For the audience sake of understanding what we're talking about and clarity, I lived for about 2 years, 2.5, maybe three, 2.5, somewhere around there. In a what we called a co-op.
Yeah,
About 12. It's depending on the season. It was anywhere between 9 and 13 people living there, and it was
it felt like 50.
it, it just depended on how many guests were there too, and it was
That
it
part.
was it was I think it was experience for everyone because every single person was going through so many different things. Like
Yeah,
every
all at the
like,
same time.
geez Louise, which did make it did make it difficult. I mean, it's life's already difficult. It is what it is. But like just and the fact that everyone was at we were all. You're a little bit older than all of us, but
Uh,
nonetheless, still within the same grip.
but yeah, but just to see it working,
Yeah.
I made that thing work
Like
until it didn't.
everybody tried. Everybody, different people were going through joblessness,
Life.
the inability to get or maintain a job because of legal matters that didn't allow people to do so. But it was
More. It should sound like the blackest, greatest people on the
it's not free. But what I know is that when I do enough research into that country, they still got a lot of the same problems. They still be abusing people. They still be prejudiced. They still be racist.
Yeah,
They still be treating women and femme folk with disrespect. And yeah, no,
I've
it's
never met any
people.
black Canadians in my life.
I've met a couple, a handful.
How are they? Like Californians?
No, no. I can't really pin how they're like anywhere.
Uh,
To be quite honest, from the travels I've done in the last handful of years, living in Virginia, here in Arizona, California, traveling and spending weeks like essentially camping and houseless
yeah,
in not Washington, Colorado. I actually lived in Oregon I forgot I lived in Oregon too. This other place
yeah,
I've been, I cannot really pin an attitude or a characteristic on a place anymore because there's so
really.
many people. And so many people do so many different things and have so many different characteristics. I'm just like, wait, somebody from all the way across the country, or shoot, when I went to a different country, all the way around the world, they did that too. And you're over here, and you've never met somebody from that part of the country or this part of the world, but you did what they do. You have a characteristic as they have. You look like you could be
Right.
family. There's always something. So at this point, there's a very handful of people where I'm just like, yeah, you from this place.
Mm-hmm.
Very handful.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, I'm
Someone
just
told
like,
me they thought I was from Oakland. I'm like, you thought that of me? Oh Lord, I'm trying to blend in.
I'm telling you, it's as fluid as what we call the zodiac. As soon as somebody say, and this see beautiful, a nice segue into reminding the audience what this podcast, a big part of what this podcast is about. Something I've been telling myself for some time now is as soon as I say something is that and will always be that, I have lost a very valid and important aspect of life itself. Yep. Everything's all over the place. People from all over. People just from all over.
Yeah.
Everybody, every sign. Everybody, we
My,
just out here.
my one of my coworkers, she asked me if I was Kenyan. I'm like, no. She said, you look like my cousin. It's my cousin's Kenyan. I'm like, well, we all family, so hey, sis.
Mm,
What's up, cousin?
that's how it is. That's how it is. I had the same conversation with my granny, who's one of the people I will be interviewing on here too. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, that'd be wild for us to have a dual interview. If I came out there and visited and had a dual
That'll be
interview,
decent.
that'd be
That'll
so
be decent.
cool.
That'll be decent.
That would be so cool. Okay. Well, we are getting towards the half-hour mark. For the sake of not blabbing on and our audience getting too bored, I want to keep you on the edge of your seat for the next episode. Do you have any words of wisdom for the audience? Any wise quotes or phrases that have got you through life? Any advice that you feel people would benefit from? Anything?
I can give this advice that I've been receiving. I'm going to pay it forward. Just to walk in your light, whatever it may be, and all that you are, what makes you. Don't take any of that for granted.
Mm. Walk in your light. All that you are, don't take it for granted. That's deep. All that you are, don't take it for granted. And that's a lot to consider and not take for granted. Because everybody...
There's a lot of little things about you that make you that sometimes we might forget about or, not recognize. Like
new things that are presenting themselves and saying, oh, that's for me or not for me. But it's just like, we can... Like, how much have we applied that to the people already in our lives? Not the stuff we were looking forward to come up. Like, no, how much, like the people already in your lives, how much have you really considered that they're still there?
Right.
Your relationship is still healthy. It is growing. It is progressing. And so with that, Jeremy, thank you for this interview / phone call.
Anytime.
I appreciate the time and the energy. And do you feel like giving the audience your social media stuff so they can follow you?
Jeremyology on Twitter and Instagram. Facebook, Jeremy Gaines, my personal name.
Okay. Jeremyology and Jeremy Gaines on Facebook. And I'll definitely leave that in the description for everybody.
You can put my email too. It's the same handle, just at Gmail.
Cool. Well, I appreciate everybody for joining us. Be sure to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Stop playing with me.
Thumbs up.
All right. Till next time. Now that we're older.
Peace, guys.
Peace.